we're still trying to repair it because parts, people with the knowledge, the service isn't the greatest. I would not recommend going to a Toro.
So the 2010 is the one you're getting rid of?
No, the 98.
Oh,
is
the
one
98. So you actually have 3 then?
We have 3.
Oh.
2010 is the next item.
Well, what we kind of do is the newer mowers, we kind of slide them down now.
Yeah.
So hopefully the Toro will get less hours, last a little bit longer. Like I said, we put 300 hours on it a year, and it's not like lawn. I mean, we're cutting the sewer ponds, we're cutting the wells, the parks, there's stones. It's
What's the width of these depths?
72 inches.
All of them?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So they need to withstand some pretty
I guess I
rugged
gotta ask
terrain.
Jody. Jody,
Ask me what?
can you afford it?
I did run it past Ginny, and she agreed with the breakdown, and I don't see why not. I mean, I don't think the sewer department paid for last lawnmower, I think was before my time, so, I've been here 7 years. So,
So what is the breakdown? Sewer and water, 35% each, and the parks is 30?
20 water, 50
What is
sewer,
it?
20 water, 50 sewer, 30 parks.
And the total cost was 14?
14,336.
And that would be out of this year's budget then?
I didn't know there was that much oil in them machines. There's a puddle like that big.
We did receive a insurance check for $29,501. 3,100 of that is for electrical services that need to be next Friday are going to get repaired on the redstone. How we got this check, it's for the cleanup from the trees in the parks, the debris removal. So, you know, that's come budget time, you know, we will need to keep that in consideration that some of this money will have to go to offset our parks budget. There should still be a little bit of leftover from the original 26,501 check.
That's from the bathrooms?
That's from the bathrooms, because we paid for the tables out of there and the paving, which
17.
18 and 3, so
About
21, so you're looking about 5,000 from that
1,100.
one. 5,100.
I'll make a motion, we purchase it and let Karen and Jody and Joel decide how they're gonna pay for it.
Motion by Bob. John Hannon,
I'll second.
second by Bob Pulaski.
Further discussion, just, Joel, you know what you're doing, obviously, I'm not, but if you buy that new one, would you allow the board members to take a spin on her? No, actually,
They 2 laps around your house? you
yeah,
think?
no, they would have finished the whole thing.
They go pretty fast, I don't know, Roger.
Helmets, yeah.
So a little experience I have with them is get the best suspension system you can on them, seats,
In the past
shocks.
2 weeks, we've realized how critical it is to have 3. I mean, like Reed said, you know, we have 2 down. Doug's got the one we're trading in fixed. He's got it runnable, but we don't want to use it.
Yeah,
And by not having them, it shows. And then if you get rain, they all go out.
yeah, so.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Number 14, payment request, Badgerland Buildings of $29,440.95. That's the holdback from the Parks Buildings, Part A and Part B, contract 295-1701. Paul Welter?
Yeah, that'll close out the Badgerland cost for the project. The only thing that'll be remaining is, we'll need to do our as-built at Robert E. and that'll be the only thing left. And that's not gonna put a few hours time for us, so.
Sound like a good company to work with?
They were great, I think, yeah, I think they'll
Yeah,
agree.
the meeting started off a little bit.
Well, yeah.
They were gonna have it done by, what is it, July
July.
29th or something like
Yeah,
that?
he misunderstood the completion dates in the contract,
Oh.
so his eyes got real big at the pre-construction.
I'll make a motion to approve that.
By Roger,
I'll second.
by Bruce, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Number 15, payment request, Robert E. Lee and Associates Incorporated, invoice 72,571 miscellaneous in the amount of $1,101.46. And invoice 72,572 Memorial Park Building in the amount of $882.63.
Make a motion to approve those payments?
I'll second.
By Chris, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Item number 16, to consider and approve the operator bartender's license applications ending in 6/2018.
Just have two of them, they're both for cobblestone.
Okay. Have Lindsay L. Hain, age 35, Cobblestone Hotel and Suites. She done her responsible beverage online. Megan M. Ulmer. She has not completed her beverage, but she says, she's no, but she has a certificate attached, so she must have completed it. Cobblestone Hotel. The normal caveats is the pending approval of the chief and the fire. Right?
I'll make that motion.
By Bruce,
Second.
by Doug, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Item number 17, we put it on here just in case, discuss antique car show, Tri-County Optimus, 9/17 of 2017. Apparently that is not going to happen this year.
I know Al was gonna try to get hold of Nora, but apparently that,
I talked with her.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I called her after we had the room tax
Yeah.
meeting, and she didn't know as of that date if they were having it for this coming Sunday. So then I told her, I said, if you are having it, our board meeting is on Monday, September 11th. I said, please let me know by last Thursday, was September 7th. And
nothing.
she said she didn't think it was gonna happen, but she never called me. And then she said maybe they're going to a conference, and she said maybe Al Moore will have it at a later date or whatever.
Okay.
And she never contacted me back.
Number 18, persons there to be heard.
Just had a quick question. Somebody had asked me the KC building or the Polka building, does that close up October 1st? That's,
We close it up the same time we close Memorial.
okay, if somebody wanted to rent it October 14th and they said they couldn't?
Well, usually what happens is, it's all weather dependent. I mean,
Okay.
The Halloween is in there, but they, you
Yeah.
know, they,
They may not
the
have
water
it.
is off.
Well, the water is up.
Usually
Okay,
October 1st, because otherwise, if we start leaving the water on, and freezing it,
okay.
all the remodels we just did are, you know, we're
So if it
tearing
would have been
into
nice
walls.
weather, you can put it on, but if not, or you just shut it off?
We shut it
October?
off,
Okay,
yep.
all right.
So it isn't, the bathrooms aren't used then for the Halloween
No,
function?
because the water, well, previous, there was no bathrooms in there.
Right, right.
So, but no, we can't afford to leave the water on into November and run the
Okay.
risk of
Okay.
freezing water lines.
Sure, makes sense. Thank you.
They could probably still use it, but they can't use the bathrooms in the water, you know. But I would say that, how do you use it and not?
Right, yeah, yeah, they found a different place, but just,
Good. Thank you.
okay.
Again, persons there to be heard, third time persons there to be heard. Such other matters is authorized by law. Such other matters is authorized by law, third time. Such other matters is authorized by law. Number 20, department reports, Public Works.
Couple of things, we did install the security system at Memorial Park Pavilion, so that's all operational. Fortunately, we haven't had to use it yet, but it is in place. Secondly, with leaf collection coming up probably in the next couple weeks, please do not rake your leaves into the road. Leave them at the curb. By raking them into the road, any rain we get, they wash down to our storm sewer. So leave them at the curb. And that's it.
Thank you, Joel. Sewer and water?
Anybody that hasn't been by the water tower, water plant area in the last couple of weeks, please feel free to take a ride by. The assistants of Public Works and Brandon and Brian did majority of the work on it. But we cleaned that tank and scoured it for bacteria and mold off of there, and those guys repainted the thing completely. And other than the man hours and time involved cleaning and painting it, we got about $600 in materials on it. So I mean, it turned out well. Hopefully we get a good fair amount of years out of it. The last paint job lasted about 10 years. That's the ground reservoir tank,
And how much did that cost 10 years ago?
about 8,800. So,
Thank you, Tom. I really
but that,
appreciate
of
you.
course, at that time, we got to stretch a little further into that, is because we had to check for lead primer and things of that nature. That was an issue at the time, so. That's all I have, Reed.
Thank you. Police Department?
The open house went really well. A lot of people were here for it. For anybody who attended it, it was a super good event. It was a warm day. We all had a suntan sitting outside. Some of us that stayed outside, but it was a very, very nice day. A reminder to the people that have cars outside, make sure you lock your doors. We've had numerous here and there entries into vehicles. And I think that that's more of an opportunity type of an event than anything. If you choose not to lock them in the apartment complexes and somebody goes through, just the ones that are unlocked usually get targeted. The dog, Kyle will be heading down this weekend for training in Kansas for our new dog. The dog's name is Justice, and we'll be able to deploy that dog in about 30 days. They'll be coming back, and then they'll be going back in November for one more training session. And looks like we're going to move forward with the canine program. So that's about it.
Administration, Jody?
Haven't had anything.
Okay, 21, communications, open house. There's an open house for the proposed comprehensive plan update of 2017. Yep, you held on Wednesday, the 20th, at 3 p.m. at the Pulaski Village Hall. The Planning and Zoning Commission meets immediately after that at 6 p.m. On Wednesday, the 20th, at the Pulaski Village Hall. The Room Tax Commission will meet on Thursday, September 28th at noon at the Pulaski Village Hall. We need to schedule a committee of the whole for September 2017, but I am not aware of anything concrete that needs any attention. If we don't plan one that gives the girls an opportunity to work, starting putting budget stuff together, and they'll be busy enough anyway. So I think because of the, we're already at the 11th, I don't think we need to call that meeting at this time. If something pops up, we can always have a special board meeting.
Okay.
Okay. Scheduled time at 6 p.m. for the next regular board meeting held on Monday, October 2nd, 2017, and the 6 p.m. because we had to do some public hearing notices. We said 6 p.m. on those advertisements, so we will have to have 6 p.m. for the October 2nd board meeting.
That's in reference to the next item with the public hearing.
And the public hearing will be held on October 2nd, 2017 at the regular village board meeting at 6 p.m. and formally adopt the Village of Pulaski Comprehensive Plan update. Number 22 is to adjourn to closed session as per Wisconsin State Statutes 1985 sub 1 sub E for the purpose of deliberating or negotiating the purchasing of public properties, the investing of public funds, or conducting other specified business whenever competitive or bargaining require a closed session. To it, we're specifically going to talk about Charlotte County tax foreclosure properties.
Did you want to flip-flop those, being Rosemary Gajewski is in the audience? and
Yes.
Take her first?
I'm going to ask that we jump down to 25, to adjourn to closed session for Wisconsin statutes 1985 sub 1 sub E for the purpose of deliberating or negotiating the purchase of public properties, the investing of public funds, or conducting other specified public business whenever competitive or bargaining require a closed session. To it, I request for purchasing a portion of partial VP-5, letter dated February 20, 2017. Property is located in the rear yard of 122 West Pulaski Street. And Rosemary, you can, I asked that Rosemary would be allowed to stay and address the board. So,
I'll make the motion to close.
by Bruce,
I'll second.
second by Roger, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Yeah, it's a roll call.
Roll call, I'm sorry, roll call, I knew that.
Bruce Birchkowski?
Yes.
Roger Birchkowski?
Yes.
Robert Gajewski?
Yes.
Doug Pruntus?
Yes.
Chris Smith?
Yes.
Robert Van Lammen?
Yes.
And Reed Woodward?
Rosemary, you can stay, ma'am.